All right, so here's my 592, and so when you put a wrap handle on this, it basically, the saw is not going to be level. As you can see here, here it would be level. You know, and I'd rather have the saw level when I'm out in the field, on a stump, trying to sharpen it, on a tailgate platform, even on the ground. And over here on this ignition side, you're also sucking in a lot more dust and whatnot. If it was a little more level like this up off the ground, it might not suck as much debris if you happen to have the saw running while you have it on the ground. So what I've done here is just the same thing that comes with the saw right here, this little rubber sleeve. All that is fuel and oil hose, like a transfer pump hose. So I just found some, cut off 2.5 inches, which matches this side, confirm that it'll fit here, and I'm just gonna slide that over there. So I've loosened the 3 bolts on the bottom of the handle assembly here, and I'm gonna have to do that on these other handles. And this happens to be an XPG. I don't want to take the whole handle apart and undo the wires, but I do have to give myself some slack and undo these other bolts on the saw so that I can relieve enough tension so I can manipulate the handle and get that sleeve on the other side of the handle, because this rubber is pretty tight. There's not a whole lot of give there. So let's see if I've created enough give. There we go. Looks like I did. So are you're still with me there? Okay. So I'm just gonna choose a side here. Some of these usually have wires inside here, so I'm just gonna grab the end that's not gonna be as likely to catch me and slide that so that it's on that side. I'm gonna have to compress this a little bit to get it started, and there we go, we got it in. Slide it all the way over like so. I'm gonna rotate this a little bit. All right, now I can put this back in place, get the handle reassembled. Make sure all my wires are good here on this guy. Pop this back in place. This is the protector for the wiring in your heated handles. All right. I always like to put these back together using manual labor, power, rather than an automated or a cordless tool, just so that I don't risk stripping anything. If it starts going in really hard, then you're cross-threading, which you don't want to do, especially at least on the back end of this handle. It's all just plastic. There's no threaded inserts or anything, and it's using a coarse thread. You don't want to strip that. The rest of the mounting points on this, on these handles, are actually threaded inserts. So too bad they wouldn't do that for all of the mounting points and for all of their current and previous saws, because you still could cross thread, but I think you'd have a much more robust mounting system, and you could use things like Loctite to keep them sufficiently locked in there. So these saws have a lot of vibration, and you're not risking them coming loose. And if you don't check them quite every day, it's no big deal, because the Loctite's got them in there. All right, so let's go ahead and get these bottom ones done. Well, these do have the threaded inserts, and I'm gonna go ahead and just use a little bit of Loctite. on the ends of these bolts, just to make sure that, just give me a little added insurance that nothing's going to vibrate loose. Okay. Again, I like to start them, even more important with threaded inserts, to start them by hand. As if you're going to cross thread them, you'll know that right away. It'll start stiffening up on you as you try and twist it in. And it won't work. And then you just have to back it out and try it again until it goes in nice and easy. And then you know you're not cross-threading anything. Okay. Put a little bit on this one. All right. Get her finger started. All right, we're good. Now, obviously, you don't have to do this if you don't, well, and you wouldn't need to do this if you don't have a wrap handle. I like wrap handles. I do a lot of felling. I like having the added versatility. Might not be able to get a stump cut quite as close to the ground, but that's just an excuse to have another saw that's dedicated for stump removal that has a standard handle. But I'm expecting this now to level out my saw. Look at that. Almost level, not quite, pretty close. A lot better than it was. More stable. And she's off the ground by more than ½ an inch, so that's good when I'm putting it on the ground above dirt when the saw is running. So there you have it. Pretty easy retrofit and upgrade to the wrap handle.